Hello, hello, hello. Let's see who pops in today. Hi. Hello. So I'm going to open up Remy's cage while I'm waiting. Let him have some time out. Alright. Hey, Michael. How are you doing? Long time no see. Staying safe, I hope, during this time? Are you still working? Or are you isolated or anything? I'm staying home from work since mine isn't essential. Been very, very slow in my streams lately. But I keep trying. Still working on getting to my 1K. I've got my watch hours. I just need to get to my 1K. Hey, David! I don't know. It's a very talented dog. You gotta stay off the table. I got coffee up there. I don't know, if my dog could figure it out, I'm sure she would do that too, because I've seen her. She's jumped up onto the kitchen table before. I'm sure if she could do it, she will try it. Have you made any hearts, David? Oh, congratulations, Michael. Congratulations. That's always exciting. It could be scary too, of course. It's a mixture of emotions. I know how I felt. Hey, Eric. It was hailing. Ooh, we've had some rain. Yesterday, late afternoon, or early evening, late afternoon. Early evening into the night or whatever, we had some rain, and it looks like the ground is still wet. Drying off a little bit, so I don't know if it's supposed to still be raining today, but let's see. It's 60 degrees. It says it's raining. Oh, there's a 85% chance of rain at 4 today. So it looks like it'll rain again. And that's the sad part when it's nice out. When it's nice and warm, we can't even enjoy the weather because it's raining. Because I would just go for a walk. I would take my dogs for 20 walks. And then they'd be saying, "Get away from me." They've been enjoying having me home, though. I've been home all week. It's been raining there, too. Yeah, bleh. Last week we had snow, but it only stayed on the ground for like a day. But my allergies have been acting up because of we're getting the days where it's like 30 degrees, and then we got days like today where it's like not even noon and it's 60 degrees. My allergies have been... I did not put the dog up there. Nope, that is not my picture. Like I said, though, I could see my dog doing it because she's just that crazy. My my upper cabinets don't have a shelf like that, though, so my dog can't do that. She would if she could. Hey, don't headbutt my arm that I'm holding my coffee in. No. I'm going to have to attempt to feed my frog again today. He's been on a hunger strike. I've tried giving him some extra heat to see if he maybe was too cold, because they don't tend to have as big of an appetite if they're cold. So I've been giving him some heat the last couple of days, see if maybe that'll help in encouraging him to eat. Looks like I'm going to have to get some roaches for the tarantula, because he's looking like he's getting ready to want to eat. It's a Pac-Man frog, Eric. You took the dog for a walk yesterday? Yeah, I've been wanting to when it's been extra nice out, but then it ends up raining, or it's too cold, and my Shih Tzu is a little wuss. So if it's too cold, she doesn't want to go. I got to take them separately, though, because they have different energy levels. Like, since my Shih Tzu has short legs and she's so small, she has to walk double time to everybody else. So she tires out faster, so I don't have to go quite as far with her. You can't say the word. We're doing fine here. We're on a mandatory stay-at-home order, unless it's for essentials. Like to go get groceries, to go get, go to work if it's an essential workplace. Other than that, I am a little bit upset with my ex, because he's been working from home, which is fine, which is actually good for him since he's compromised in 2 different ways. But he's had his 6-year-old with him, and he asked my son to go over there and watch her while he works. And I was like, for heaven's sakes, just multitask, because now my son, who was just here, is now over there, and that I realize that they're family, but that defeats the whole purpose of social distancing, because now he's either exposed his sister and his dad and his grandparents, who are in that house, or they've exposed him. I'm upset about it. But, I wanted him to make that decision, even though I knew that he was going to do it because he felt obligated to his dad since his dad asked. I'm just upset that he even asked him and put him in that position. Hey, Miss Canadian Scrapper, how are you doing? I don't think that it's necessarily true. I think she's just trying to be really careful, because there are a lot of people who say it. I think what YouTube is mainly concerned about is spreading false information to panic people and things like that. They don't want false information spread. It's not that we can't talk about the situation that we're in and that we're dealing with, like staying home because of the virus or anything like that. Because I've talked about it. I've seen other people talk about it. Videos getting taken down are just because there aren't as many real workers at YouTube right now, because of the virus. So a lot of it is automated, and they have warned in notification that some videos or some streams will be taken down in error. And I think that is why that one time she got kicked off. I got kicked off twice the other day, and it wasn't for mentioning anything. When it was her, it wasn't, nothing had happened. And in mine, nothing had happened. So, It was just, I think it's just that there are less real people working there now at this point because of that. Because I haven't had any problem with talking about it. We don't necessarily say the actual virus name, but not because we're trying so hard to avoid it. Hey, MT. Yeah, I've seen even Miss Canadian Scrapper's live stream was kicked off, was it a couple of times or one time the other day as well, and it wasn't because of virus talk, it was just happening. And yeah, I think that's it has nothing to do with the virus in that case. But I'm just going off of my own experience and what I've been observing. But if she wants to be extra careful in hers and avoid talk, that's perfectly okay. It's her channel. If that's the way she wants it, that's the way we're going to do it. Out of respect for her. Yeah, and people are just, trolls or people with grudges. They're flagging people as well. They're making a complaint about live streams or videos and because there's nobody there to really review it, they're just being taken down. Because I don't know about you, Miss Canadian Scrapper, but the 2 times that my live streams were taken down mid-stream, like a few minutes in, I haven't had any strikes from that. There are no strikes. Even though it says, you've violated this or you violated that. We know we didn't violate anything, but there's no strikes. And if we violated something, we'd have a strike. Hey, Birdie, how you doing? It's crazy that trolls are getting by with things that they should be getting at YouTube. Yeah. I mean, they have, because of what's happening with the virus, they don't have as many workers right now. But, it is the internet. It's an internet thing. I don't know why those workers can't be handling it from home. But I don't know how the whole thing is run, so I will reserve my judgment. How are the pets? Everybody, for the most part, is doing well. For some reason, the other day, I lost both of my female finches. I don't know why. My male is still good. I had my male first. And then I got the 2 females at different times, but they both died at the same time, which I find really, really odd. I'm wondering if there was a competition going on and that they killed each other, maybe. I don't know. But both of my female finches are gone, and I thought, wow, they're really quiet today, and I went over there, and both of them were dead. The male is good, so I don't know why. I don't know what happened, and then I've got a lot less mice, so I'm thinking that I'm gonna be getting out of the breeding of the mice, because right now I've just checked everybody this morning when I refilled their water and fed them and everything. The only male I had in there is dead. So I'm not getting any new ones. All I've got in there right now is females. So once they're gone, they're gone. Which is fine, because I had been back and forth on whether or not I was going to continue breeding them anyway, and they're answering my question for me. But everybody else is doing good. The spider's good. The frog is good. He just needs to eat. I haven't seen my hermit crabs for a while. I think they're all buried. So I can't. I'm dying to go in there and straighten it out and clean it up and all of that, but you can't disturb them when they're buried. So it's killing me that I want to move things around and stuff, but I can't disturb them. Because that could kill them if they're molting. So, but everybody else is doing good. Everybody else is fine. Birdie, yes. the other day when I tried to live stream, twice in about 15 minutes, 20 minutes, my live stream was removed after just like 4 or 5 minutes. So yeah, the one they took down, 4-minute one, I had them review it and they put it back up. So, oh, well, see, I had appealed the first one, and then I got an email back that said that they looked at it again and that they're still saying I violated it. And I'm like, I didn't. It was literally about a 5-minute. I didn't do anything. So I don't know what's going on with that. I mean, I still don't have a strike or anything, but neither of my streams were put back up. Although I did also delete them, so maybe like afterwards I went into my thing and I deleted them because I could still see them even though it said that they were removed. I don't know. Repeat video. See, the thing is, I haven't done anything different than I did before with my titles or anything like that. I never really did anything different, and this is the first time that's happened to me. So I don't know. It's really weird. Best to stop breeding now anyway. Well, I've only really had one buyer anyway, and she still comes by. She came by a few days ago, and I just do the exchange at the door with her. But at this point, I'm not going to have any that are the size she needs either. The good thing if they were still breeding is that I would have babies that grow to the size that she needs, because she needs kind of in between the hopper size and between the full-grown adult size. And right now, everybody pretty much is adult size. I think I gave her one of my last ones that was small enough. There might be one more. So she'll have to start getting her mice somewhere else. Which is fine. It opens up a bin if I don't have these mice now. Because right now, I think I've only got 5. I've only got 5 mice. And 2 of them are... well, technically I got 6 mice. I've got a male that's my colorful, my brown and white. He's in a pet enclosure. And then I've got a couple of brown ones. One of his kids and one of the orphans. The other 2 orphans passed away. I got one of the orphans and one of my other's kids in there with the other mice. So in that breeder bin, there's only 5. So, which is crazy considering as like a few months ago I had like 60. But they end up dying for whatever reason, killing each other. It just natural selection, I guess, so I don't get overrun. But when I clean them out, I find like not carcasses, but like their hides, because the mice will cannibalize. So all I find is their skins. But we've got apparently one of the people I work with, she's still working a little bit because they're doing like curbside stuff or whatever, and people have to work because they got to take care of the animals that are there. But she said a couple more of our hamsters had babies, so I'm wanting to get when they're old enough, one of the baby hamsters, and I can put it in that bin where the mice are if I run out of mice. But I don't regret breeding the mice, because it was a really cool experience watching them be born, watching them grow up, and it was always hard for me to give them to somebody knowing that they were going to die. So the last few days I've been keeping myself busy making hearts. I've got several on my front door. I've got more on my front door than what that little picture is showing. Those are a few that are on my door, but I've got more. Just trying to keep myself busy. What's everyone else up to? How are you keeping yourself busy? Remy's pretty quiet right now, but he's helped him. I opened the door to his cage, and he's hanging out at the top. I've got the mouse bin on top of his cage, and he's up there checking it out. Right, Remy? Yeah. Oh, you were tested 2 days ago? 7 to 10 days for results. Are you not feeling well? You didn't have to retract that, hun. Oh, got my fingers crossed for you and praying that it comes back negative. How are you feeling? You're wanting some attention, huh? Hey, Shadow, yeah, you want attention. Oh, you shared a website? I didn't see it on the on my end. Okay. Oh, you feel like you got a real bad cold? Okay. I'm glad they tested you, though, because that's the one thing that, with not testing everybody, which tests are expensive, even when you have insurance. There are so many people that are walking around that have it that don't know that they have it because they're not being tested. And then you get the people who are just stubborn and don't want to stay home. Sore throat is constant because I'm medically failed. It took 21 days. Oh, okay. How's your breathing? Are you having any trouble breathing? Any cough? Would you stop? And your temperature? How's your temp? It's sad that it takes so long for a test to come back because I've been tested for the flu before and I got the results while I was sitting in the room. I think that's my mom. Yep. That's my mom. She's really worried. My husband's still working and having to travel and stuff. So she's pretty concerned, but they're taking he's got an essential job, so he has to, but they're taking precautions. He gets checked out before he can even enter the building, and oh, okay. Yeah, I'm glad they tested you then, because yeah. Well, at that point with the fever and stuff too, even if it's a slight temperature, it's not even a real bad cold. Even if you test positive, even if you test negative for that virus, chances are it's the flu and not a cold, because typically you won't get a cold, or you won't get a cold. Typically you won't get a fever with a cold. Do you want to know how testing goes? Sure. What's the process for testing? The one positive to my husband having to travel for work, though, is that he's not flying or anything like that. It's not public transportation. He's driving himself, so he's not among a bunch of other people. Which is good. And then he's alone in a hotel room and stuff like that. What you doing, Remy? I'm going to have to keep an eye on him if he decides to fly off of the cage, since he can't completely fly because his wings are clipped. Once he flutters down to the floor, I gotta get him before the cat does. So far, the cat hasn't tried to hurt him. She just kind of watches him and follows him. After you call the doctor and they realize you should be tested, they tell you where to go. So my case, urgent care. You drive up and stop as signs direct. Call the number on the sign and they talk to you. Okay. And then you talk to a phone screener and ask questions, and if they see you as a risk, you pull up. The nurse in hazmat has you pull into the plastic covered cardboard and roll in. Wow. Hey, Rem, what you doing? You want to come over here? Huh? He's just making the rounds around his cage. Sorry, guys. It's my mother and my sister. Then she tests for flu by sticking a long Q-tip up your nose. Then for corona by sticking a long Q-tip way down. Oh, sticking it down the throat? I hate having things stuck down my throat. I have a very sensitive gag reflex. Even when I was getting tested for things like strep or whatever, I'm like, I've had strep before. Just give me the medicine. Don't even bother. Just give me the medicine. Do not stick a swab down my throat. I don't even let them check me with a tongue depressor because I'll gag. Hey, Jules! You have to pull over and wait to see if you have the flu. Text takes 15 minutes. I did not have... Oh, you didn't have the flu. Huh. Then they tell you in 7 to 10 days they will call. Wonder why it takes so much longer to test for the other one. So you are... Yeah, you did gag. I bet. I can't even... You know, when you brush your teeth and stuff, when they say you should brush your tongue too, I can't even brush my tongue because I'll gag. I have a very, very weak, like a very sensitive gag reflex. How you doing, Jules? Miss Canadian Scrapper is eyeballing me. Miss Birdie Bug is quarantined right now because she just got tested for the virus. So she's under quarantine while she waits for the 7 to 10 days for results. She tested negative for the flu, but she's had a temperature and other symptoms. What are you doing? Remy's doing something. What are you doing, Rem? Where are you? Oh, he's give me a second. I don't see him right off the bat. I think he's messing around with the bin that the mice are in. But I can't see him right now. Where are you? Rem? Oh, there you are. I see you. Took me a second. He's on the he's on the outside of the cage on the back side. So it took me a second to locate him because he's not going, Marco, hello. I hope they finish the newer corona test that comes back much sooner, and there is a test they're working on that you can take. Oh, that's nice. I just wish that it wasn't so expensive. Like, this is when I wish I lived in Canada still, you know, because you don't have to go, you know, bankrupt getting tested. Oh, I think everything will happen the way it's supposed to happen is the way I look at it. Like, if you know, you're staying home, they're staying home, and things will work out the way they need to. God is still in control. God is still in control, even when there are people out there that are not taking this seriously and making it worse or whatever. God is still in control. The test was free? Nice. Because I've been hearing that it's not. Maybe they've changed that since. Buster is glued to me, but Miss my birds. Aw. You can't go near the birds? Well, that's good. I'm glad it was free. I have to stay in my room and I'm only one supposed to use the bathroom. Aw. Yeah, my brother-in-law was working out of town, out of the country really. He was in New Zealand for work. And he's quarantined now that he's back. And even at the house, he's quarantined to the basement. My sister and the kids are upstairs, and they send food. They'll put food at the stairs. Here you go, and he's stuck in the basement for 2 weeks. Poor guy. Gets home after so long gone in New Zealand, and he can't even see his wife and kids because they banned him to the basement. Yes, I agree. I hear you, Remy. What are you doing? He's just roaming around on his cage. Rem, Rem. Oh, I see ya. I'm talking so much, but tried to post a site called Goshen Sings on Facebook. I'm on there singing too, even though my voice is hoarse in it. Aww. Yes, singing and music soothes the soul, and who cares? You know, it's not about how you sound. It's about the message. It's about how it makes you feel and how it makes other people feel. The inspiration behind it. It's not about how well it's done. Oh, that's good. Yes. I actually go to a church, well, I did when I was able to, called Anchor. The church is actually called Anchor. I will. I will check it out. It's called Goshen Sings. Nice. I will definitely check it out. In fact, I've got my phone right here. Facebook. Type in Goshen Sings. There it is. Let's see. Very cool. Okay. My church came twice to sing for me. Aww! Oh, that's so sweet. It is. I agree, Jules. It definitely is. So slow on Facebook. So slow. Let me see. Whoops. My fat fingers. Oh, I like this one up here. Yeah, this is yours, I believe. Yep. Is your house an animal house? List your pets. Nice. So everybody just posts up a video of themselves singing? That's really cool. I like that. Very nice, very nice. I'm hoping to work on my hearts today. Found a couple of hearts to put up. Now I need to craft and sew. Yeah, I did another heart yesterday out of cardboard. And paint, and ink. I've got ink on my hands still. It's got to wear off. But yep, still continuing to make some hearts. Simple ones, more complicated ones, although I'm still not that creative, so. Oh, it would be the @ I'm Jules Freedom. I wonder where everybody is, because there aren't a lot. Well, it's hard to say there aren't a lot of people live, at least on my end, like with my subscribers or the people that I follow. There doesn't seem to be a lot of people live, but when I hit subscriptions, it doesn't tell me who is, like it usually does. I actually have to look on my inbox and see where any notifications that I might have missed. Because if I don't see them pop up, then I just miss them completely. But it doesn't seem to be that there are a lot of people live, so you'd think there'd be more people. I don't know. Although if they missed the notification, they would have to literally go back through and scroll through to see if there is one. Because it's not displayed the way it normally is. Or the way it normally does. So I don't know. I think that's mainly because there's less workers right now, too. I've been sleeping off and on. Maybe stress is coming. Huh. Yeah. Stress and depression and all that can make you tired. Although you're still bouncing back from being sick, so that can take a lot out of you. Yes, I agree, Birdie. Definitely agree. That's a good way to look at it. That's why I always say, like, take something negative and turn it into a positive. We have two choices in how we handle adversity. We can make it worse, we can let it destroy us, or we can let it make us stronger. Definitely, definitely. Oh, why things are slow? That could, yeah. Yeah. Very possibly. I definitely miss hanging out at Nana's / MGT. I wish she wouldn't let it get to her so much. I don't like making this feel like a job or something that I have to, I want it to be fun. I don't want to let slowness or anything like that get to me. It is discouraging still. Like, I used to get way more people than this, but I mean, I'm not gonna let it get to me so much that I'm gone, because then that just affects the people that are loyal. So I'm gonna be there for who does come in. Yep. Aw, Birdie. The hardest part is not being with my church. That's my family. I love them so, and to help the homeless. So. Aw. A lot of churches are doing the pastors are doing sermons online or whatever from home, or going to the church by themselves and just having an empty congregation and doing their service, which I think is really good. Thank you, Jules. Yes. We also had the opportunity to meet Birdie. Enjoying my coffee. It's so gray outside. I don't like it. My pastor is counseling people one at a time by phone. She is a blessing. She told me the best thing I can do is get better to continue. Exactly. She is very right. She is very right. Good to see you were able to get... Yeah, I don't know. It kicked me off twice the other day, but I think it's just... It's either people holding grudges that are reporting you and having you pulled down, and since there are less human workers to do reviews and stuff, they just get pulled down. Or something. I don't know. I haven't had an issue since. Yes. What would we have done if we didn't have the internet? Like, we would have felt really cut off. This way, there are other ways to keep in contact while we're all quarantined or, whatever. We don't have to feel as cut off as we would have if we didn't have all of these ways via internet to communicate. How you doing, average girl? So quiet in my house. Remy, why don't you, chirp or something? Huh? Why don't you chirp? It's so quiet in here. No? Oh, my goodness. Everybody gets a turn at the food bowl, and then they're kicked to the curb. Ah, that's funny. He's not. He's actually sitting on the back of. He's sitting on his cage is open, and he's sitting on the top of the open door right now, just looking around. Right, Remy? Right? Hello. What you doing? He's bobbing it. He's listening to me. He's just not real talkative right now. Aww. Aww. That's so sweet. Yeah, it makes you want to whisper. We can start doing ASMR. No, I'm just kidding. I feel like sometimes whispering is creepy. I understand that. Ooh. I can get Remy talking. Let's see. All I got to do is find a video of another Quaker making a noise, and he will respond. Here we go. Let's see. Maybe not that one. Let's see. You gonna respond to this bird? Let's see. Oh, that's an ad. Enjoy the silence. It's too quiet because I'm the only one home. There he goes. He just has to hear another bird. He just had to hear another bird. Do you hear that, Ram? Oh, Finch started going too. Do you hear that, birdie? Yeah. There's other times he won't shut up when I want him to be quiet, like when I'm recording my videos. Then other times I'm like, why isn't he talking? There you are. You didn't lose your voice. Huh? Say hello, Remy. Say hello. 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 The finches are responding to me. Hello. There we go. Just had to entice you with other bird sounds, did I? Oh, guys! Guys! Mrs. Green Thumb is live! Oh my gosh, we should go raid her. I know there's only like 4 of us, but we should go over there. We should go over there, make her happy. She's on, she's on. What do you say, guys? You want to head on over there? Yeah, little meet. Yes, we gotta go over there. We're gonna head over to Mrs. Green Thumb, guys. I haven't heard from Barry for a little while. He hasn't been to my last few streams. Alright. Alright, yes, Passion Raid. So let me pull up her link. That's what I'm trying to say. Alright. Yeah. There we go. There's her link. And we can go on over there. So, Passion Raid for Mrs. Green Thumb. See you guys over there. Bye!